Good evening and warm welcome, dear all. Today, IFPH is conducting its 2140th day of uninterrupted daily webinar series. And we are welcoming you all to this wonderful platform. Before starting, 1 minute silent. Okay, thank you. I am Dr. Sheila Prem, today's moderator. So today our guest is Professor Dr. Pintu Srivastava. She is MD Homeo PhD, Associate Professor, Department of Human Anatomy, DEI, Homeopathic Medical College and Hospital, Dailbag Educational Institute, Agra. She is a dedicated academician, researcher and homeopathic physician with more than 6 years of teaching experience in undergraduate medical education. She published several research papers in reputed peer-reviewed journals and has actively participated in national conferences, faculty development programs, and research workshops. So, we all welcome you all, ma'am. So, today's topic it's quite different because we know that our future prospects for homeopathy, topic is agrohomeopathy in sustainable agriculture, current research challenges and future prospects. So we warmly welcome Dr. Pintu to this wonderful platform. Now you can start. Please, ma'am.
Good evening, everybody, respected organizers, faculty members, participants, and researchers, and all participants who have joined today. It is my great pleasure to honor be a part of international webinar organized by International Forum. I am Dr. Pintu Srivastava, Associate Professor, Department of Human Anatomy, DIAGNOSE Medical College and Hospital. Today, I will be speaking about the agrohomeopathy, a sustainable approach in agriculture. Current research challenges and future prospect. What is the future prospect regarding to the agrohomeopathy? So agrohomeopathy is sustainable agriculture. Current research challenges and future prospect. So we can explore the what is the current research challenges and the future prospect. Today we will discuss about this slide. Exploring the role of homeopathy principles in promoting sustainable, eco-friendly, and resilient agriculture systems. Today we have suffered from so many chemicals and fertilizers, so that our food and soil also get degraded, and also we have the many diseases regarding to the taking these food particles and also society. So if a healthy soil produce healthy, if soil is healthy, so it produces the healthy plants, and healthy plants nourish the healthy peoples, and healthy society will say healthy futures. So just give me just a minute for this is loading. I think it's a network problem today. We have storm and rainy weather, so I think it is having some troubles. So now we will start about the learning object. What is a learning object? So today we have learned about the agrohomeopathy and its scope, understanding the role of agrohomeopathy, and next part is the review of global and Indian research.
Doctor, do you want to share the PPT? No?
Sir, I have sent it. Kindly check and share if possible.
You are unable to.
Kindly check your WhatsApp. Yeah.
Anyway, you may go ahead. I will try someone. You may begin your session without PPT.
Okay, sir. I am discuss about some points which is included in my learning objects. First is the define agrohomeopathy and its scope. Second is the understand the role of agrohomeopathy in sustainable agriculture. Third is the review current global and Indian research. And fourth is the what is a commonly used homeopathy medicine. Then we have
Doctor, you can send it to me.
During the
Doctor, you can send it to me.
Sir, I have sent it kindly.
Okay,
Yes,
okay.
yes, sir. I have sent it. If it is possible, so please kindly share.
Okay, you may continue.
Yeah. So next is the what is scientific challenges and limitation. Next is the future research opportunity. What is the opportunity in the futures? Next, next point is the few benefits, and last one is the discussion question and suggested answer. So I have also give the references in my in last slide. So first of all, we see the prevalence and impact of conventional agriculture. So what is the aspect we cover in preventional and impact of conventional lecture? Second is the what is a major concern when using the conventional agriculture? So that is a current status. We can take the some many literatures and I can submit here. So first is the word global coverage. More than 95% of agricultural land is managed under conventional farming systems. So it give the today we have major concern views of unconventional conventional farming system having heavy dependency on external inputs. Second is the fertilizers use. Over 119 million tonnes of synthetic fertilizers fertilizers usually annually worldwide. It cause soil degradation and nutrient imbalance. Now, what is the role of the pesticide use in during the conventional agriculture? We have 4 million tons of pesticide used globally per year that cause that we have major concern about the environmental pollution and pest resistance. Next is the crop production, highly productivity and increased food production. That also cause long-term sustainability concern. Next is the soil health. Because of the we are depend on conventional agriculture, so we have intentionally continue cultivation practice that which cause loss of organic matter and beneficial microorganism. And next point is a water resource. So what is the effect on water resources? It is increased irrigation and agrochemical runoff, so that it has groundwater contamination and eutrophics. Next is the biodiversity. What is the effect on biodiversity? So it is decline of beneficial insects and pollinators. Now, what is the impact of climatic impact and climate? It give the greenhouse gas emission that we cause contributing the global warming. Next to the human health, ultimately we have increased food availability, so we practice continuously conventional agriculture, and that is cause chemical residual in food and water. Now, what is the impact on economic? Uh, uh, Increased crop yield and farm income, but in long term, it major concern about the rising cost of fertilizers and pesticides. Sir, can you share my slide if possible?
Please wait.
Hello.
Within short time.
Sir, can you?
Yes, it will be shared soon. Please wait.
Okay, okay. No problem.
Yes, Vishnu, you can share.
Mm-hmm. So now, what is a parameter conventional agriculture in India? So we see the parameters and what is the status in India. First is the population dependent on agriculture, approximately 40 to 50% of workforce. And major farming system that is in India, it also has a predominantly based on the conventional agriculture. Fertilizers, so more than 60 million tons annually used, and for example, urea, DAP, potash, pesticide, and herbicides. So what is the achievement when practicing conventional agriculture is cause food security and green revolution success, but also challenges about the soil degradation, declining fertility and groundwater pollution. So what is the concern about the environment? It gives the chemical residues, biodiversity losses, water contamination, and ultimately it gives global warming. So that future need, what is future need? Future need is the sustainable and eco-friendly agriculture approaches. So in homeopathy, we can help the agrohomeopathy and also help the environmental condition and reduce the global warming and give the food and water healthy condition. Now comparison of the conventional agriculture and homeopathy. So conventional agriculture and agrohomeopathy, when we were comprised both. So conventional based on the chemical fertilizers and pesticides, and agrohomeopathy, it is based on the homeopathic preparation. Cost wise, it is recurring highly cost, and in agrohomeopathy it is a very low cost application. What is the impact of environment? It is highly impact, and agrohomeopathy gives very minimal. Now comes to the soil health. It may deteriorate over the time. Many may deteriorate over the time, and in agrohomeopathy, it supports sustainable soil management. Residual risks in conventional agriculture, it is present, and agrohomeopathy negligible. Now, biodiversity impact, it can reduce biodiversity, but agrohomeopathy, it has environmental friend. Now, stress management, here is the chemical intervention, and in agrohomeopathy, it has vitality-based stimulation. Now, sustainability. What is the sustainability? In agrohomeopathy, it is highly potential, and in conventional, it is moderate. So, organic farming capability in conventional agriculture, it is limited, but in the agrohomeopathy, it is a highly compatible. Now, research status, it is well stabilized, and in agrohomeopathy, emerging field requiring further validation. Now, that is a references which is taken from. I'm also given in this my slide, so we can see this slide. Now, next point is the what is the challenges in the global agriculture. Now, we have many challenges like environmental challenges. That is important thing. Second is the economic challenges. Third is the health challenges. Both all are these are very concerned about our society and economic and also environment. First is the environmental challenges. So it gives the soul. We have also discussed about that soul degradation and
Which page you want to share at
I
present?
think now it's that.
okay. Can I change the slide?
Which?
Okay, next we have global agriculture challenges. Can we show the global agriculture challenges? Next, global agriculture challenges.
Yes. Now,
So we have three challenges: environmental, economic, and health challenges. Now, environmental challenges, that is, it has soil degradation. Now, next slide. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Soil degradation, water pollution, loss of biodiversity, and climatic. These are the very concerned about. Previous. Now, economic challenges. So we have faced rising input costs, dependence on the agrochemicals, and farmer indebtedness. Now, Health challenges. So health challenges in the chemical residue. We have residues, chemical residue in food, environmental toxicity, and reduced soil microbial diversity. So that is a global agriculture challenges. जो we have faced now we have faced. So what is need of sustainable agriculture? To need first of all we have focus on 3 points. First one is the environmental, second is the social, and third is the economic. So environmental sustainability and social sustainability and economic, this sustainability depend on our agriculture. If it is a sustainable agriculture, then we have reduced the risks of the these problems. So first, reduce chemical dependency. Second is the protect natural resources. Now improve soil fertility and ensure crop productivity. And also we have ensure food security and support farming welfare. So that is our need for sustainable agriculture. So we have add the agrohomeopath, agrohomeopathy. Now, so now up today we have discussed about the definition of what is agrohomeopathy. Agro means it is related to the agriculture, and homeopathy means medicine. So farming add with the homeopathy, and that is known as agrohomeopathy. The agriculture is the foundation of the human civilization and food security. Next slide. The application of the homeopathy principle and potential medicine in agriculture to improve plant health, stimulate growth, enhance resistance, and promotes sustainable farming.
Dr. Pintu, you are muted, I think. Please unmute, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Okay. So, historical background. Now we come about the historical development. Historical background. We have a stabilized system that is known as homeopathy. It is stabilized by 1796 by Dr. Samuel Hahnemann.
Doctor,
Initial
please.
application focused on yes, sir.
Doctor, please wait. Dr. Jay Solanki will share for you. Dr. Jay? Yes, Doctor, you can share it. Dr. Pintu's network is poor. That's why Doctor is unable to share.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, you can go ahead and Doctor will share from our side.
Yes.
Doctor,
Now next slide. Yeah. Historical development.
which page?
So, yes. Okay. So initially it is an application focused on human health. Later expanded on veterinary medicine. Now it is applied in agriculture and plant science. In research purpose, we have seen the Brazil become one of the pioneer in agrohomeopathy research. Now, next slide. What is the principle of the agrohomeopathy? It has a principle that is known as similar syllabus currenter. That is a minimum dose individuation and stimulation of vitality. So similar syllabus currenter is like minimum dose. We have in agrohomeopathy we used ultra high dilution are used. Individualized means specific remedies selected based on the plant condition. Now, what is the mean of the vital force? It means of the enhancing the natural vitality of the plants. That is the aim of and also it is based on the principle that we have prescribed the homeopathy in agriculture. Now the second slide. So what is plant vitality and agro ecosystem health? What do you mean by the plant vitality and agro ecosystem system health. The plant possesses complex physiological system that regulate growth regulation, stress adaptation, disease resistance, environmental responses. So what is aim to do stimulate these natural mechanisms? It is based on the homeopathy medicine. It is based on the stimulate these natural mechanisms that have growth, stress, disease, and environmental response. Next slide. So now we come to the point. What is a current research areas in agrohomeopathy? So research which is primarily focused on seed germination, plant growth and yield, disease management, pest management, abiotic stress tolerance, and soil health. So the current research areas is depend on these factors, and we can also focus on this areas and also have the more field to we have research in this field. Now, next slide. That is a proposed mechanism. What is a proposed mechanism which agrohomeopathy works? So first is the hormesis. Hormesis means low dose stimulate beneficial responses. It means high diluted medicine. Second is the signal application enhancing energy signals. Third is the gene regulation. So it can make the changes in the genetic level, that is a modulating gene expression. Stress adaptation. So we can with the help of the agrohomeopathy, with the help of the homeopathy medicine, we also give the strength for the stress adaptation of the plants. Just say, for example, boosting plant stress tolerance. And so last thing and most important thing is the nanoparticles hypothesis. Nanoparticles as a carrier of effects. So research is ongoing to clarify this mechanism. Now it is on a process. So now we see the what is a nanoscience and homeopathy. Research. Next slide. Recent studies suggest presence of nanoparticles in high dilution. Possible biological signaling effects it gives, and also it gives potential influences on cellular communication. So emerging research suggests nanoparticles may play a role in biological activity, and now we have the more evidence about the agrohomeopathy. Next slide. So current scientific evidence. Research findings suggest possible benefit in many articles we have published, and and also other articles that are related to the research in agrohomeopathy, that is seed germination, and plant vigor, root development, stress tolerance, and disease resistance. However, result remain variable and require further validation. Now, next slide, please. Literature trends and systemic evidence. So, recent systemic review and scoping analysis provide the critical context of these mechanisms. In the 76 study scoping mapping, and second is the biochemical changes. So, we have a major scoping analysis published in the International Journal of High Dilution Research. Evaluated 76 peer review papers tracking USD interventions on plants. Over 90% of these studies reported positively agriculture outcomes, while low to medium potencies demonstrating the highest statistical reproducibility. Next is the biochemical changes. So a systematic review published in IJARESM confirmed that USD preparation consistently altered the concentration of the total proteins, sugars, functional enzymes, and chromophil pigments within the plant tissue. So that is a literature trend. We have the evidence about the homeopathy medicine and the role of the agrohomeopathy. Now next slide, please. So first we see the research in Brazil, because it is our first state that they are doing the research in agrohomeopathy. It is a most leading country of the agrohomeopathy. It has major area there they were worked organic farming, crop productivity, sustainable agriculture, and what is the contribution of that? It give the field trials and a farmer-based application academic research program. Now research in Europe. Next slide. Countries involved in the Europe, that is Germany, Italy, and France, Switzerland, which their research includes plant biology, high dilution studies, and stress physiology. Now, in the India, current is emerging. It is emerging field, and we have limited but growing studies. Now, a scope of collaboration between the IUS and agriculture university is a very good news for us. And India can become a global leader in agrohomeopathy research through the collaborate among. So we CCI, RH, NCH, and agriculture universities, ICAR, IUS institution, they are promoting the agrohomeopathy. Now next slide. So in now it is a we have various slides for the study on different areas in the plants. First we can see the seed germination study. So we have parameters that we have measured about the seed germination study. First is the germination percentage, root length, shoot length, vigor index, and frequent studies remedies we have seen in the Silicea, Calcarea carb, and Staphylococcus. Now next slide, that is a plant growth and yield studies. So we have also parameter. We can see plant height, leaf area, biomass, chlorophyll content, and yield. Common remedies use silicia, sulfur, and phosphorus. Next slide. Disease management research, investigation for the fungal diseases, bacteria infections, vital stress, and there are some remedies, and that is a thuja, arsenic album, cuprum metallicum. Next, disease management in agrohomeopathy, fungal disease. So we have control the molds and mildews, and vital stress also enhancing virus resistance and bacterial infection. So we can reducing harmful bacteria. Now next, pest management, potential role in the fine management, white fly control, caterpillar infestation, research in, but it is a areas where we can research. So potential eco-friendly, complementary, and pest management approaches in the agrohomeopathy. Now, next slide, abiotic stress management. So stress condition, what is stress condition of in plants? So that is a drought, salinity, heat stress. Common remedies are arsenic album, netemir, and naxmonic. Now next slide. Next slide, please. We also see the soil health research. So microbial activity, nutrient cycling, and fertility enhancement. What is the potential benefits in that? So it is improve the microbial activity, better nourish nutrient cycling, enhance fertility. So we can also use the remedies, that is a sulfur and carboxylics. Now, next slide. So in this slide, we have seen the major research findings. Positive reports on germination, growth, and stress tolerance, that is a remedies, and what is a reported effect, that is a reported effect, and references. We can send this references, go through these references, and we also find out the remedies, and we can see the reported effects. That is a Salicia, which are strong, give the strong tissues and improve growth. Calcarea carbonatum, enhance biomass and chlorophyll. Netemir, better drop tolerance, and arsenic album, that is a improve germination under stress, and sulfur for the fungal infection. That are the common homeopathy medicine, and we use in agriculture application. So following medicine are, that is a Salicia, netemir, vomica, carbobase, phosphorus, caliphos, ferramphos, athuja, belladonna, cupramet, calcarea, calendula, ruta, staphylococcus, pulsatilla, lycopodium, China officinalis, and Brianna. These medicine which is used for in purpose of agriculture applications. Now, next slide. Medicinal use in the agrohomeopathy, that is a silicia, sulfur, arsenic, carbon, calcium, phosphorus, and natrium extractor. It has if we see the crop examples, that is a silicia, which is act better on rice, beans, tomato, calcium. It give the help in germination, plant stability, root growth, and nutritional utilization. For example, millets, rice, and vegetables. Nectamure, it give the draft resistance, water stress management. We can see in beans and rice. Sulfur also control the pest and fungal resistance. We also see in the tomato and cereals. Arsenic album, we help and then they are helping in germination under stress tolerance. For example, wheat and rice. Phosphorus also give the growth stimulation. We see in the beans and rice. Next, carbo base for soil vitality. It is generally we can use in all crops. And chamomile, it is a pest control. So we can see we can use in all vegetables. Now next slide. So what is a research methodology? If we try to research in agrohomeopathy, so that we have uh, we have a laboratory study, experimental design. Laboratory study means greenhouse. We can research in greenhouse experiments, field trials, and multicentric study. Experimentally design. So we have experimentally design. We can design with control group, chemical control, agrohomeopathy treatment group, randomized replication, and statistical analysis. Now next slide, please. So what is experimental design? So we can randomize complete block design, that is known as RCBD. So we plan for the any research in the agrohomeopathy. So we have designed a block and also label the chemical control and aromatic treatment group. So we decide the group with the help of the blocks. Now, statistical analysis. So we have ANOVA for the comparison of means among groups. Next is the regressive analysis, means relationship between the treatment and outcomes. Post hoc test, identify the significant differences, and significance level p is less than 0.05. So that is a statistical analysis. Now parameters. What is the parameters to measure? First is the growth parameters. So we can see in the germination percentage, root length, plant height. Next is the yield parameters. Gain. What is the gain yield and what is the biomass of the plants? Next is the health parameters. So we can see the disease incidence and stress indicator. Now last is the benefit. What is the benefits of this agrohomeopathy? So it is eco-friendly, economically variable, sustainable, and reduce chemical loads. Now next slide, please. For important thing is the challenges in the agrohomeopathy research. First is the scientific challenges, because it has reproducibility and standardization. With the lack of standardization and reproducibility, research challenges, limited funding. We have limited funding, and also we have a small sample size. What is acceptance challenges? Skepticism and need of stronger evidence, because we have proper lack of proper evidence. Now next slide, please. Future research direction in agrohomeopathy. So, first is the mechanism of action, unveiling how ultra high dilution works. First point is the second is the field trial and replication. So, validating effect across crops and locations. Next is the dose and potency optimization. So, determining optimized dilution. And last one is the long-term impact. What is the long-term impact? So it is essentially soil health and yield over time. So it is now required to bridging science and tradition. That is a need to collaboration. Now next slide. Opportunities for India. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. India can become a global leader because of the strong homeopathic infrastructure, agriculture diversity, Ayush ecosystem, research institution, and large farming community. So, role of CCRH, NCH, and Agriculture University, that is a collaborative research, capacity buildings, funding support. We have hope so. We have funding support and development of guidelines for education. So that is a role of CCRH, NCH, and Agriculture University. When it is possible to become India free from the chemicals and fertilizers. Now, next slide, please. So there are some references. And so we can see the references, and in that all our slide is made up of these references also. Now, next slide, please. Next slide, please. So we have for the agro, when we are practicing, we are trying to agro homeopathy. We have some questions in the mind. That is a can agro homeopathy reduce chemical dependency? First, second, in the what are the major research gaps? Second question is also comes from our mind. That is how can reproducibility of agro homeopathy research be improved? And next question is, can agro-homeopathy contribute the climate resilient agriculture? And last one is, the what role should universities and one question which is arise from our minds and also others. So first, we have give the suggested answer. Next page, please. Next slide. Agrohomeopathy has the potential to reduce dependency on the chemical fertilizers and pesticides by the enhancing the plant resilience, improving nutrient utilization, and increase resistance to biotic and abiotic stress. So with the help of the homeopathy, we also reduce these conditions. However, based on the current scientific evidence, it should be considered a complementary approach rather than a complete replacement of the conventional practice until more large scale. So we can't deny this. That is not completely replacement for conventional practice. For reproducibility, field studies are available. Now next slide, please. Second question is, what are the major research gaps in the agrohomeopathy? Several important gaps remain, like a lack of standard treatment protocols, also limited multicentric and long-term field trials, small sample size in many published studies, incomplete understanding of the mechanism of the actions, and need for the molecular, genomic, proteomic, and metabolomic studies. Last one is the insufficient economic cost benefit analysis. So that is that these gaps will extend the scientific credibility of the agrohomeopathy. Now next slide. How can reproducibility of the agrohomeopathy research be improved? So that is a point that we can enhance the reproducibility. First, the developing standardized experimental protocols, using randomized control study design, increasing sample size, conducting multicentric trials across different climatic regions, following global laboratory practice and good agriculture practice, applying robust statistical methods such as ANOVA, regressive analysis, and appropriate post-hoc tests. Also published both positive and negative findings to reduce publication bias. Next slide, please. Fourth question, that is, can agrohomeopathy contribute the climate resilient agriculture? So potentially yes. Preliminary studies suggest that the agrohomeopathy may improve plants' tolerance to the drought, salinity, heat stress, and other environmental challenges by stimulating adaptive physiological responses. So answer is the yes. If these findings are confirmed through the rigorous scientific research, agrohomeopathy could become a valuable complementary strategy for the climate smart and sustainable application. So ultimately, we have the lack of evidence. We need to more evidence and more research in the field of the agrohomeopathy. Last question: what role should university and research institutions play? University, IUs, institution, agriculture universities, and research organizations such as CCRH, ICARA can play a pivot role by promoting interdisciplinary collaboration, developing validating research protocols, stabilizing agrohomeopathy research laboratories, training postgraduate and PhD scholars, conducting collaborating national and international research projects, securing funding from the government and international agencies. Published highly quality evidence in peer-reviewed journals. That is an important part. We have required to publish highly quality evidence in peer review for the evidence or in agrohomeopathy. Next slide, please. Uh, benefits of agrohomeopathy. So last slide. So what is the benefit of agrohomeopathy? How will you practice in a agro? So that is the answer. It gives the improved germination, higher seed germination rates, enhanced growth, increase biomass and yields, and stress tolerance. It is it better drought and salt resistance. We have the medicine for that, and pest and disease resistance. So it can reduce the pest and infection. So eco-friendly and sustainable. So we have with the help of the homeopathy medicine, we have eco-friendly and a sustainable environment, and that also reduce input cost while practicing in conventional agriculture. No, yes, agrohomeopathy should not be viewed as an alternative to the science, but as an emerging research domain that invites rigorous scientific investigation. Through interdisciplinary collaboration and evidence-based research, it may contribute to sustainable, environmentally responsible, and climate-resilient agriculture. So, okay, please. So that is your answer why agrohomeopathy, a gentle way to healthy plants, healthy soil, and healthy future. It is important thing for our environment, also future in future. Right? That is a natural, safe, and sustainable healing plants in the natural way. So homeopathy remedies, plant perceptions. When we go in that direction, homeopathy remedy, plant reception, physiological responses, gene expression, and stress tolerance, then improve growth, which then it have sustainable yields, and now environmental conservation. So, first important thing is the environmental conservation. So, thank you very much, member of okay, respected organizer and guest faculty, and also coordinator. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so
I'm
much.
sorry. I
Okay.
can't say much. So we are very
Yeah.
late.
Due to some interruption in the internet, there we lost some minutes also. So
Yes,
you are
yes,
in a
yes,
hurry
yes, ma'am.
also.
Also,
Okay. Okay, ma'am.
in my
So,
yeah, ma'am.
so
Thank you so
anyone
much,
wants
ma'am.
to ask any questions, please?
Yes, Dr. Pintu Srivastava, it's really a very
Yes,
good because this kind of the presentations are really important for us because there are people who believe that the homeopathy is nothing but zero. But we have shown to the world that homeopathy is a very good system of treatment for all kind of people, whether it be all kind of
All
dealing
kind of the areas like a plant, veterinary, and also in the humans. Yes, sir.
many systems, whether
Yes,
it's
sir.
plant or
Whether
human.
it's the animals.
But
Yes, sir.
we will have to show the scientific evidence in to the people.
Yeah,
So,
yes. Yes, sir.
but we can.
Mm.
There are doctors who are willing to share some of their successful cases in our Zoom as well as in our seminar. So we will have to take these things into public and make them aware that the homeopathy can do such wonders for agriculture also. And anyway, congratulations. Even though there was some problem with the network, we were able to complete the session in time.
Dr. Manoj wants to say something, sir.
That's why I'm concluding.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Pintu Srivastava, nice presentation. And this should be a fitting reply to the common dictum or notion that is a placebo, where we know that the plants doesn't know whether it is giving the chemical medicines or the dynamics medicine. But on request, I realize that kindly use the word potencies, don't use the word utter dilutions. It is in fact used by our opponents to ridicule homeopathy. Then why we homeopathists, as mentioned by our master, we warned against that. It is not at all dilution. It's a laborious process. We all know that. But though kindly don't use this word, especially you are a PhD holder and the professor, definitely you people we are expecting much from you. Moreover, the work is very, very good and you must publish it. What is in fact the world is need is not publication. Yes, we have enough publications. But
Yes.
investment is the most important thing that we face. Anyway, congratulations, you are endeavor and nice person. Thank you.
Thanks, sir. Thank you so much.
So, thank you so much, ma'am. So, anyone wants to ask anything?
Dr. Bob.
Dr. Boblin, please,
Oh,
ma'am.
yeah. I would like to congratulate Dr. Pintu Srivastava for a very, very deep insight and a very, very informative session on agrohomeopathy. I think you are the only one who really do a very deep research on this matter. As a matter of fact, several of us in Malaysia, we are homeopath, but you are interested in agriculture, and we do apply homeopathy on our plants and the fruits that we planted. And there is one incident which I like to share, that I bring a dead plant back to life again. It was somebody accidentally or purposely use a weedicide and kill the tree. So the small tree was dead, and you can see the dead woods growing, become moldy, and with that type of mushroom, that this wood is going to be is dead already. So and the leaf completely dried and dropped. So there's nothing left except a piece of wood hanging there with some ribs there. So I use homeopathy to revive back the plant, and a few weeks later, the leaf started growing back, new leaf formed. So that is the miracle of using homeopathy in agro, what you call the agrohomeopathy, using homeopathy medicine. And I use phosphorus because one of the main ingredients of weedicide is organophosphate. So I use
Yes, sir.
phosphorus as one of the
Yeah.
remedy. Phosphorus, anica, and cantaris.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
So thank you. That's my testimony.
Thank you, sir. So,
You can say thanks.
yes, sir. Thank you, everybody,
Me?
for supporting. We are the emerging researcher in the field of agrohomeopathy. Now we will try the best and also give some research papers in next meeting.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. Tomorrow we have a session from Dr. G. Shivaramakrishnan, who was the former DMO at Government Department of Homeopathy, and we'll be talking about atopic dermatitis and homeopathic management. Over to Dr. Sheila.
Thank you, Dr. Pintu, and all the participants who attended this meeting and all the already in the discussion. And thank you, Dr. Boblim and Dr. Manoj and Dr. Danish, sir. So I am passing over to the Malayalam session. Now we can start the Malayalam session. Thank you all.